How are we looking? Hey, yo, what's up, everyone? Sledge315 here, guys, on another episode of Stream Tips. Today, we're going to be going over a few things on community guidelines and how to properly network. This is only going to be an intro video. We might do something more in-depth down the road, but I think this is a good place to start, especially on this new channel. So the way that I set it up is going to be very straightforward. There's going to be the do's, and then there's going to be the don'ts, okay? And these are very straightforward. You might not agree with every single one of them, but this is what I've been doing, and it seems to work pretty well so far. We're going to go back and forth between the don'ts and the do's, so you can kind of compare and contrast the right thing versus the wrong thing to do in each of these situations. If you guys have any questions or comments in regards to the video, feel free to drop it here in the panel below, or you guys can reach out to me on Twitch. I'm live every Tuesday through Friday, 1 p.m. to 6 p.m. I would love to catch you there and talk to you guys live. Now, guys, let's jump right into it. Number one for the don'ts. Follow for follow, sub for sub. Don't do that, guys. Don't ask for follow for follow. Don't ask for sub for sub. This goes for any platform. This isn't only Twitch. This is for Instagram, Twitter, etc. This one's super simple. First off, this is super spammy. It's not going to build a proper community that you're looking for and any of the people that are going to do the follow for follow with you. All it's going to do is boost your number. And honestly, numbers don't mean anything. You really want the live interaction in the community. Having the number for the flex, cool, whatever, but doesn't mean anything if no one pulls up to your stream and hangs out. And secondly, this is also a TOS breach now. Twitch is now enforcing this, so if anyone does this in your chats, you can actually send that and report that, and those channels can get banned. It's not an appropriate thing to do, and it's not a proper way to network. Now, in regards to this, on the do's, what you're going to want to do is raid channels and network through that. Not only one is going to bring awareness to that channel that you stream, but it's also going to share your community with theirs in a like-minded aspect that maybe your community is the same as theirs in the regard to the mood and the mindset, or maybe the game that you guys play is the same. Not only is that going to bring that to them, they're going to also have their viewers recognize that you're a streamer, and it might bring curiosity to them to check you out and check your channel out as well. Not only are you going to get one follow for follow if you do it this way, you might get a whole bunch of people that come into your channel and check you out, especially if you're super interactive following the raid. What I like to do personally is have my chat hype up raid, so we drop the emotes and have a little bit of fun with it. Right at the end of my streams, we drop a close, and I say, guys, appreciate everyone that came through, hung out. We're going to drop this emote in. I've got a lion holding a sledgehammer, and we spam that into the new channel's chat, and it really brings a new livelihood to that chat room. All right, guys, moving on. Number two for don'ts, do not self-promo in someone else's chat or their Discord. What this does is it just creates spam in someone's chat room. Instead of everyone focusing on the content and the conversations that are actually going on in the chat room, it's just bringing a focal point to something that's kind of negative and deemed negative on the Twitch platform. Everyone's going to look at you and think that you're extremely spammy, because it's very typical that when people do that, they're just looking for personal gain and they're not trying to be there for any community. They're just trying to build themselves up through someone else's community. Not only that, typically from what I've seen with self-promo, and especially even on mine, I explain the reasons as to why we don't self-promo, and it kind of becomes a broken record for anyone in the community that's already heard this spiel over and over and over, because there's this random guy that comes in and says, hey, I stream too, check out my content, and they're trying to pull you away from the content of the creator that you support. Now, this isn't something that I would typically worry about if someone does in your chat. Like, don't focus on it too long, don't shut it out and like go super negative on it. Just let it pass, explain it really briefly, and then move back into your content. Now, you shouldn't be concerned about any of your community members moving to this channel, because typically they're not going to do that. They're there for you. They're not there to sit there and say, oh, I hope that someone new comes into the chat room and promotes themselves so I can get out of this channel. Guys, if you are looking for some sort of promotion and you want to connect with another person, a best way to network is through social media. This is what I do very well. I go across Twitter and Instagram and a little bit on Twitch, but they don't really have a great way to message each other other than the whispers, which honestly, I don't even check by, and the notifications are very weak on the Twitch end. What you can do is you can connect with the streamers that you like. Maybe you like their content, their mindset, the games they play, or, you know, the play style and the way that everything's lined up for them. And this is going to bring you an opportunity to go into another channel and ask them, hey, I stream too. Do you want to connect? Instead of having yourself segue into their chat room where everyone is and it seems extremely spammy, you can kind of meet them on a one-on-one basis, more so like a business meeting to a degree, and get connected with them on the back end, maybe get to know them a little bit more before you just start going in and spamming their channel. And with this, don't expect everyone to reply back. I mean, I get Instagram follows every single day, and I'll talk to people, and I'll have, you know, one-on-ones, maybe, I don't know, 10% of the people. So if there's 100 people that follow me, 10 of them are going to get back to me. And I leave it as simple as, hey, thanks for the follow. Go check out my Twitch channel. If you enjoy the content here, you'll probably enjoy it on there. And it's as simple as that. And then from there, some people segue themselves in and say, hey, I stream as well. You should check me out. And of course, I do if I have the time. Guys, this is the third don't. Do not ask for promotions on other social media sites. I get this one all the time on Instagram. My page is not a billboard. My page is not a brand page for other people to grow their channel. All it is for me is an extra source of content for my community to go to and check out while I'm not live on Twitch. This only makes me feel like the people that reach out to me are only reaching out because they want personal gain and they really don't care about my content whatsoever. Now, I'm not going to waste my time with someone like that, unfortunately. I'm looking for people that genuinely want to be part of my community and connect with me and everyone else within it, because it's a really cool place to be. We're not really there for personal gain type of stuff. We're just here to have fun. I always do this, and I think it's a really cool measure to run by. When you raid channels, when you follow channels, when you sub to channels, you're doing it because you support them. You're not doing it because you expect anything in return. So I always say this, and I always stress this: never do anything with expectations of return back. Streamers, guys, are creators. We are not billboards, okay? If you're looking for that, find it on the road, okay? And then you guys can pay the billboard to have your name up there, right? But we are not billboards. We are content creators. We are there to do one thing. We are there to bring entertainment to our community and connect with people. We are not there as an advertising firm. Please do not treat us like that. Thank you. If you guys are looking to combat this, a do would be to collaborate with some of these people, whether it's on your Instagram, your Twitter, or your Twitch. What I would suggest is only get tight with a handful of people. If you do any more than that, you're just going to start juggling a catastrophe. Honestly, you're not going to remember half the information on the people that you're connecting with. You're not going to be able to vibe with everyone because you're spreading your time so thin, and then you're going to run out of time, and basically you're going to have all these connections and they're all going to have about 10% of your time put into them. I'd rather you guys give 25% to 4 people and then really focus in and hone it on getting connected with them and building a really good relationship. But with the ones that you get really tight with, there's a few that I do. I'll talk to them almost near daily in my DMs, and every now and then we will do collaborations on stream, and they're kind of just like off the cuff. We're not really like planned for them. I'll just hit them up and be like, hey, do you want to play? And I mean, great examples of this is like when you see Ninja to Tim the Tatman. Those guys, you know, Dr. Lupo jumps in with them, and they have this rotation, and they jump in and they game with each other, and it's a lot of fun, and it also brings the communities together, and I think that's extremely important. All right, guys, the next one is don't constantly plug and support people to an excessive amount. Now, I see this happen mainly on Twitter, and these are like massive threads that I consider to be very corny and very spammy. Basically, an example is like someone says, hey, I'm trying to connect with a lot of cool streamers. Can you tag 2 or 3 of your favorite ones? And when you do, I'm going to follow all their channels, including yours. Please, let's spread the love and build a community. Going back to the last thing that I just said, it's better to focus on a handful of people and really hone in on really tight relationships with them and their communities than it is to spread yourself thin across the board. Imagine 100 people coming at you and they're all expecting the exact same amount of love that you're trying to give them. They're only looking at you. You're looking at 100 people, and it gets extremely spammy. It seems super gimmicky and only for you to grow your channel. Because honestly, there's no way that you're gonna be able to keep up with 100, 200, 300 people. No matter how you look at it, the feed might get massive. It might only get 10 retweets. It could get 100. It could go viral. Who knows? But the thing is, you might lose track of all those people, and they're only going to stick around for like maybe a day max because they're like, this person's not really giving me the love back. And I know I said don't expect anything in return from people, but people are going to be like that on the other end. I just say as yourself, carry yourself to never expect anything from other people. But a lot of people will expect a lot from you if they put the time in with you. It's unfortunately how it is, but it's better to have the mindset of not doing that. What I would do is a don't in regards to this, and maybe occasionally plug them on your social medias for those tight people that I was mentioning before. You know, if you got 5 tight people, maybe every now and then just throw like a clip up of one of their videos or one that you guys are having together, a moment maybe on your Twitch channel that was super funny that your chat loved and their chat loved, and just be like, yo, remember this from a month back? Check it out. This is a riot. The other thing that you can do to connect to communities is just kind of go back and forth with some of your favorite Twitch channels. So if you're connected with some people, just go back and forth. Just, you know, have a conversation. They tweet something out, just reply to it. If they reply back, then you have a small conversation, and it kind of builds up some awareness for both communities that you guys are having a conversation. And they might check out their profile. Their channel might check out your profile. So it could be a win-win, you know? Plus, it's just a good way to keep up with each other. Do not do this one. I've only had this one happen a few times, but it's something that I remembered, and it kind of bothered me. So if you are a viewer and you are trying to build up your channel, do not go into other people's streams, and then when you see their chat go off, DM one of them one by one, go through the entire list and be like, hey, I stream too, go check out my channel, over and over like a broken record. It's really spammy, and it's really not what they're there for. They're not there to be reached out to and said, hey, I have a channel too, I'm better than this guy, or whatever. Because a lot of people are trying to catapult themselves off your community because it's harder to find people on your own than it is on a developed community. What you can do instead is get involved in the community. If you really like someone's vibe and you wanted to get involved with their community and you want their community to be shared into yours, the best thing you can do is get involved. So I do this a lot, and this is something that I just genuinely like to do because as a streamer, I know how it feels to have a moving chat that's really, really active. When I go to my buddy streams, I just talk their ears off, even if it's only for 5 minutes, and then I lurk them afterwards. But I will be in there and I will talk like mad. I'll have a full-on conversation with them and have as many conversations with their community as possible because it gets everyone in their chat moving too, and then it builds even more conversations and it gets the momentum rocking for them. And it seems super inviting for new people that are coming into the channel and visiting as well. I know for me, when my chat moves, my liveliness increases quite a bit. I get a lot more loud. I get a lot more obnoxious. So when my chat's rocking and I'm playing a game and I look over, I'm like, holy cow, like it's a party in here. I love this because that's what I'm all about at the end of the day. So guys, do that for other people as well if you enjoy that kind of energy. Oh, shoot. I just knocked my camera, guys. The angle is going to be all weird. It's going to be weird. All right, guys. This one is kind of a community guideline. It's like not really a networking thing. A lot of these are networking and also like just do's and don'ts in general. But this one's for like managing your channel and your community. So this don't just mod your friends because of your friends, and don't just mod people because they ask. Now, it's not going to do anything for you when people just say, hey, can I be modded, and you just throw it to them, and then they don't see the value of it. You want people that have been in your channel consistently to be aligned in there with your guidelines and your rules. And that's the do, guys. Do find the right people for this position, okay? Don't grab another streamer. Let's just use Don as an example again. I would never mod Don in my channel because that guy's too busy doing his own stream and he's got his own thing going on. He isn't able to be in my chat as active as maybe one of the community members. So you're going to want to find the people in your community that are super involved and super into what you do and also know all your rules. Don't just hook your friends up with the flex and the sword, okay? There are VIP badges, guys. You can take advantage of those as well. That's what I do for all my IRL friends. They don't get any moderation rights, but people know that, you know, that person's an IRL friend of mine. We hit on 6 topics of do's and don'ts, and I hope that you guys appreciate it. I hope that it was helpful. If you guys have any questions, again, or comments, please feel free to drop that below. I would love to read every single one of them and reply back the best that I can. Again, guys, if you guys want to talk to me further on a live interaction, feel free to check me out on Twitch, Tuesday through Friday, 1 p.m. to 6 p.m. I'll be there. I would love to see you there as well. And also, guys, I'm not sure if I mentioned this in the beginning of the video, but we're going to drop it again. If you haven't already, please like the video, comment, and subscribe. Also, guys, if you subscribe, I always forget to say this. I guess there's a bell. It lets you guys know for notifications that I'm dropping a new video. So it might be a good idea to do that if you guys want to keep up. I do post 2 a week. These are every Wednesday. I hope you guys learned something today in the video. If you guys didn't, please let me know in the comments below what kind of videos you'd like me to make in the future. It means a lot to me, and I want to hear your input. As always, guys, take it easy and happy streaming. Bye. Holy crap! Well, I messed that up. Don't tell anyone. I want to fix this afterwards. I like broke the thing. Oh my god. Gah!